Superman.
Ass Like That.
Ass Like That, yeah.
That's like bad.
I ain't never seen an ass like that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Did you ever see Eminem? Look?
Yeah.
You would see, like...
Perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been so much worse. Like, it was good, and he actually... The main problem was that he has so many hits, he has to play them all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like, the only kind of left field shit he did was, like, play a minute and a half of Just Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
But even though he did that, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, he picked the best song.
The best song, yeah.
But yeah, I think we're fucking at an hour there.
Yeah, we are,
yeah. Other hacky shit about gigs, nothing off the top of my head. Obviously, the standard.
I remember
crowd interaction. Oh, the left side hits the right side.
Man. Hip hop gigs.
Oh, yeah.
When I say hip, you say hi.
KRS-One.
Fucking, I was going to say something there about KRS-One. Mate.
I think I know who you're on about because you're talking about KRS-One.
Yeah. The loud lad.
Yeah.
He was saying that he went to see KRS-One and KRS-One would start freestyling and it was just nonsense. He was just like talking about coming over on a boat and all this stuff. And he was like, who wants to hear more of this freestyle? Who wants to hear the old school classics? And everyone was like, the old school classics.
Yeah, that's all we want.
That's it. And then mate was like, said KRS-One looked disappointed.
No one wanted the freestyle.
He was like, it was killing all at the start, like for the first 5 or 6 bars, and then it just continued for fucking no beater and just like.
And it's not even that impressive.
No.
Like, he did that when I went to see him. It's not like you're like, oh, that's real fast or clever or well delivered. It's just standard
it's just
rap.
Yeah, but he thinks that's the best thing ever. It's like, ain't you all never heard of Cool Mo D?
Schooly D.
That's it.
I think we should do a whole episode on it. I definitely could.
Yeah, you have to watch that interview. He's like, utter.
Man did not utter a word for hip hop. Just fucking 60 seconds of that, man. Or 60 minutes.
60 minutes of that. The fucking.
Chapper's showing up to college. Disinformation.
Disinformation.
Do you think when Do you think every time he walked out of a college, the lecturers were like, okay, I apologise, disregard that.
Yeah. Sorry. And then there's like some one black Israelite going to the crowd and he's like, I think he was speaking the truth. It's like, get out. You go follow him then.
Well, I think Farrakhan.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. The fucking KRS-One, he was good when he was good, which was for a very short period.
Yeah, and he's as good as like any other 90s throwaway act. He's not as good as Mobb Deep, who are not a throwaway act, is what I'm trying to say.
But then again,
he's as good as like...
First 2 Mobb Deep albums are the only things worth listening to.
Yeah, but KRS-One does not have a full album where you're like, oh, I could listen to that now, in my opinion. I still listen to 2 Mobb Deep albums. Still, to this day.
Yeah.
His music is shit. Like,
yeah, you still listen to like...
Hell on Earth and Infamous. Yeah.
But... Yeah, KRS-One, like, Return to Boom Bap's good, but it's not listenable back to front, like.
No. Like, if I think of it now, I'm like, oh, I'll stick it on and I'll listen to 2 songs. And that's kind of Black Cop, maybe fucking...
Mortal Thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Sound of the Police isn't bad.
Sound of the Police is good, yeah. Sound of the Police is one of them songs that's like Dope Man, but NWA or something. It's just like, it's like loud. Yeah, it's good and kind of like a rocky kind of vibe to it, like.
It's kind of reminiscent, if that's the right word, of like Run DMC.
Yeah,
that kind of rock and roll.
That's what the NWA are so good.
Yeah,
would have loved to see them. Any gigs you would have loved to have seen, like in terms of like
at the time.
No, people that you could never see at the time. Like,
in their prime. Pantera.
Yeah, Pantera all day.
100%, man.
I'd like to see Rage back in the day in clubs,
actually,
but I'd like to see them in like a club.
When I saw them, it wasn't the same. Like, no. It was over for fucking 20 years at that stage.
Yeah.
But people I'd like to see. I did just think of one that's fucking gone. I still want to go see Rancid again.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago. That happened to me.
It's gas as well because like I went to see Now Effects, and like the songs they were singing, like when you think about it now, like I wonder would they get away with it, even though they're like.
Yeah, they were racy, I suppose.
Yeah,
weren't
like
they?
one of the songs is oh yeah, kill all the white man.
all that pop punk was kind of racy.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
start.
yeah.
Even Blink-182,
Yeah.
who were like considered the fucking proper mainstream outlaw, and they did like the "Wanna Fuck a Dog" and all song.
Yeah,
like,
true, yeah. And then at the end of it, I actually went with Sarah.
yeah.
And at the end of it, they've done this like musical, like a fucking musical, they're a musical act, but I mean like a musical, like a dun dun
Broadway
dun,
music.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, show clothes.
yeah, yeah. And it was like, everyone's a little bit racist. Bloop, bloop. It was just like this for like 5 minutes. It's just like, I can't remember the lyrics, but it was something along the lines of that gardener on the gardener in the lawn. He doesn't work quick enough. Everyone's a little bit racist.
Yeah, shit like that I
Yeah,
appreciate.
that's
gigs
it,
Where
yeah.
like this isn't happening outside of this room, you know what I mean? Like you made that for this show. Like someone wrote this down on paper as an idea for a show. We're not out here singing songs.
No,
like,
no,
dude,
no. And the fucking he came out at the start and was drinking just vodka and milk.
Ugh,
And he was like, I'm drinking vodka and milk. And someone was like, are you drinking milk? Some Irish person from the fucking, yeah, are you drinking milk? And then he was like, no, I'm drinking milk and vodka. And he was just like, I don't like Guinness. He just said to your man, like,
Yeah.
and he just like got on the mic then. He was just like, Irish people talk about drinking all the time. Your beer sucks dick.
couldn't agree more. Man. Fucking hate
And he's
this
like,
stuff.
your national beer is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one says it.
No,
I'm the only person I know who's like, no, it's shit.
No, who loves it?
Who?
Anthony Cumia.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a weird one, yeah. And see, the thing is with people like that, Americans and all, they come over and they do the Guinness tour, they have the nice pint and they're like,
Yeah.
that's the greatest thing about fucking time.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
blown out of proportion for the fucking rest of their lives. Like,
Speaking of Guinness and speaking of gigs, I said to you I've never been to see a death metal band, did I? No, I don't think I said
No,
I didn't.
no.
But I have seen a death metal band.
yeah, I never have.
Now,
but,
in the Opium Room was when it was the Village.
yeah.
And it was the middle of winter, it was snowing. Like, it was pelting snow. Me and a lad I used to hang around with went to see them. And we went into the bar in the Opium Rooms, like the other side of it, like, and got a pint of Guinness, and it was the nicest pint of Guinness I've ever had in my life.
It's just well
And
poured
just-
and all,
yeah.
like, yeah.
And went to see Napalm Death, and they're just like sitting across the way from us. Like, you know what I mean? just there, we were drinking.
Giant lads. Like,
Yeah, even just like normal lads from Birmingham, like, do you know what I mean?
I always think they're American for some
No.
reason, yeah.
And they're like, they have like the fucking Guinness World Record. Well, they had, I don't know if it's the same anymore, for the world's shortest song.
How long is it? Or short is it, I
It's
suppose?
very short. It's a
5 seconds, like?
No, less. It's like a second and a bit.
Yeah,
like.
so it's just like, ah!
Yeah, but he says you suffer, but why? But
Like that, like,
here's
yeah.
right. I actually have a lot to say about this gig, right? First of all, the first band were a band called Waking the Cadaver.
Yeah.
Do you know Waking the Cadaver?
No. What
They had a
do you mean, do you remember Waking the Cadaver?
Do you know
What
Waking the
the fuck?
Cadaver?
No.
They had a
Do
very
you not remember?
they had a very famous song called "Chased Through the Woods by a Rapist."
Oh, I have heard of it.
Yeah, see,
I take it
yeah,
back.
see, I know.
I take it
Chased Through the Woods by a Rapist. They played first, and they came out dressed like wiggers. If you can imagine that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
If that was a joke, that's
No.
hilarious.
They're from New Jersey.
Oh, right.
He's wearing like shorts.
I thought they were like Irish white. If an Irish white death metal band
No,
were like,
no.
let's dress like wiggers.
No, Waking the Cadaver are
That's
American.
a fucking funny thing to do.
And then the next band are a band called Macabre, whatever you pronounce it, Macabre. And the guy was like, had like a Alicia Keys style fucking microphone, like not
Yeah,
one in
yeah,
front, the one on,
mouthpiece,
like
yeah.
the one on his ear to his face, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's walking around the stage playing death metal, singing. It was gay.
That's
it was
gay,
the
yeah.
gayest thing ever. So
I suppose it's convenient as well to some degree.
yeah,
but
there's a few other acts that fucking names like fucking Disembowelment or whatever.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
disembowel
yeah.
the Jesus or
that-
whatever
yeah,
they
yeah,
fucking call
yeah,
themselves.
yeah. Spina bifida or whatever.
Splinter the cross.
Yeah, all
It's
that
always
shit.
something to something.
Yeah, yeah,
Drain
yeah.
the swamp.
Waking the cadaver. Yeah, sputtering the bread. But Napalm Death were last. And because it was snowing out, everyone was in there slipping and sliding all
Yeah,
over the tiled
shoes,
floor,
like-
the fucking yokes. Everyone's falling all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
White Tron in South
Nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. But that band, the Macabre, the one that was going around with the fucking the weird microphone, the lead singer, were like, it was like cinematic death metal horror movie stuff, and he was like giving all this narration and all before he starts. It was fucking operatic trash. I can't believe they went for like a grimy, dirty band like
Yeah,
Napalm
like
Death.
heavy
Like,
band,
Napalm
like-
Death are known for being like
Just a heavy
yeah,
fucking band.
noise like
Like when the average person who doesn't know this type of music thinks of metal and they're like, oh, it all sounds like that.
noise.
That's what.
That's,
yeah,
yeah,
it is.
Napalm Death. Yeah,
Yeah.
But they played that song, the shortest song.
Yeah.
But they just like just went and then it was just over, and then it was like, you know, it was like, if you fucking missed it, you missed it.
It's class. The world's shortest song is a fair play to them.
Yeah.
Is it in the Guinness book?
It was. Another
Yeah.
is
Something else is probably
kind of
fucking
used
taken
so far.
out.
Yeah, someone's just like, I'm gonna beat that.
Yeah, and just one note. Like,
But I think like because there's a
Yeah, it has to be 4 bars
It can't be
or
just like
something.
bam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I get doing the blast beat
Yeah.
fucking shit. But yeah, will we wrap it there?
Yeah, wrap it there, yeah.
I think we're going.
That was a good
Fucking
one.
sweating.
Yeah.
So warm in here. But
Yeah, that was a good one. Follow the fucking Twitter at
Hack of That Pod.
that Hackaday Pod.
No,
The Hackaday.
yeah. Fuck's sake.
Scratch that.
Follow the Twitter. Rewind
Yeah.
at Hack of That Pod. And the
Say that again. Sorry, you talked over you.
at Hack of That Pod for the Twitter. Instagram is at the Hack of That Pod. And follow the fucking Spotify feed and all or whatever,
Yeah.
wherever it is. Just
Follow
keep
everything.
following.
It's on everything. It's
just-
on Deezer. The only thing it's not on is YouTube at the moment. We're working on that.
Press play on Spotify and just leave your phone. Walk away.
Yeah, that's it.
Do
Press
whatever you
play on
like.
Spotify. Just listen to them. But
Fucking let's ride these algorithms any way we can.
Yeah.
But anyway,
look, we just need the support from the
Yeah.
people that are listening to the podcast.
Yeah, anyway.
Follow on all the shit. Thanks.
see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace.